Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Johanna. If this is your first time here, welcome to my YouTube channel. My channel is totally geared towards fashion hacks and DIYs, natural hair videos and natural hair care, beauty and hair product reviews, and every now and again I throw a little bit of lifestyle topics in here and there. So if this is your first time here, don't be afraid to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that when I upload another video, you'll be able to see that video. If you've ever struggled or had a yeast infection before, you have to watch this video until the end. It is life-changing. If you've never had a yeast infection, God bless you. It's all good. Kudos to you, but a lot of women suffer from yeast infection for various reasons. It could be people who are sexually active. It could be mere wearing like tight clothing. It could be the food you're eating. It could be just being a woman. It could be anything. I first heard about this product from a friend of mine who was trying to get pregnant, and it kind of seemed next to near to impossible for her to get pregnant. And another female told her that she should use this product, and she actually got pregnant. So my friend started using it, you know, because she was just trying all sorts of things just to, you know, get impregnated. And she didn't even like have the confidence in it, but she did still try, and she actually became impregnated. Then after she became pregnant, I heard that you could use it to get rid of yeast infections. So what it actually does is it brings back the pH in your feminine area where it should be. It restores the entire health of it, and it brings it back to normal. I kid you not, that I've used it before and I can vouch for it 1,000,000,000,000,000%. I've used many things for ridding myself of yeast infections, whether it's natural or it's something over the counter or prescribed or antibiotic, whatever. Some things work, but not everything works, and I've never found something that actually took it away and then, you know, you'd never see it back. So this is actually, like, I would call it a cure. And bear in mind, this is a disclaimer. You can be cured for something and then you could get it back, especially if you put yourself back in that position. When you have a yeast infection and then you're cured for it and then you go and do the things that gave it to you in the first place, of course you're going to get the yeast infection all over again. The miracle product is actually Boric Life. Now, I've never heard about boric acid up until I heard about this. And what boric acid does, it's like you have, just like how you have citric acid and different types of minerals and vitamins that act in different ways to take away different things and to restore different parts of nature. Boric acid is one of that. This one is plant-based, so they take it from plants and then they formulate it into a powder. Now, it's actually a suppository, which means you have to insert it, just like the ones from the pharmacy, you know, the pill that you stick in the stick and then you have to, you know, push it up there. But this one, you actually place it up there with your finger. This is the capsule and you insert it up there and it works just fine. Now, also what I love about this is that it works immediately. I kid you not, it gives you instant relief. Now, the instructions in it say that you should use it, you know, insert one live suppository into the vaginal area, preferably at bedtime. And why they say at bedtime is because, you know, you don't want to be standing and then you're walking up and down all over the place, and then, you know, it doesn't really get to rest in the area and spread all around and do what it's supposed to do. So when you're resting, it gets to spread itself around there and do its job. Now, it says you insert it once every night for 7 consecutive days. I've realized that if your issue is not very chronic, you don't even have to go 7 days. Like, if your issue is just mild, you could put it in for like a night or two and it would take the issue away. But of course, there are situations and instances where some people's issue will be very chronic. Now, they said for chronic situations, you go for like 2 weeks, and if it's severe then you go every 12 hours. This is guaranteed to work. Like, if you use this and it doesn't work for you, like if you use it properly and it doesn't work for you, you could like come back to this video and just cuss me, seriously. But it's that good. I've used many things for yeast infections, and I've never come across anything like this before. This is like the holy grail for vaginal health. What it does also, and I guess this is why it helps with helping women become pregnant or impregnated, is that discharge that comes from that area, it makes it clear and nice and slimy the way that it's supposed to be. And honestly, I could remember I was at my friend's wedding shower, and we were talking, well, I was talking about these things, and the women in there, they kind of looked mortified because they weren't expecting me to talk about these things. But my friend was, she was so shocked to know that like a lot of things that I mentioned about, the health down there and so forth, she was not like kind of familiar with those things, especially since she's just getting married and so forth. And her sister was like, Johanna is right, all the things that Johanna, because her sister is married and was pregnant at the time, so her sister was saying Johanna is right, all the things that Johanna is talking about actually happens in marriage. And especially when you're intimate with someone, our area down there is such a beautiful place, but it's at the same time very sensitive. It has to be taken very good care of. So I want to mention in this video, if your discharge is anything but white or maybe a bit of a cloud in there, if it's solid white, if it's yellow, if it's cottony looking, if it's anything apart from clear, transparent white, it can have a bit of cloudiness in there, but anything outside of those two looks, you need to see a doctor, please. I am asking you. If you know for sure that you don't have like an STI or STD or anything like that, and you know for sure that it's an infection that you got from, just wearing tight clothing or just eating too much starch or sugar or whatever, you could use this. It's gonna work. They do warn you though that, if you have an STD, you should consult your doctor before the use of it. Highly recommended for married women and women who are already sexually active, or women who are already living outside of your parents' home. For younger persons, like young women, especially if you're a virgin, you've never had sex before or whatever else, I would recommend that you see like your mom or an adult or something, or someone you trust, to speak about this, because it's an insert and not everyone is accustomed to inserting things into themselves. Please, if you have any questions at all about this and how you could, just get rid of the yeast infection, or even if you use it and it doesn't work, please don't hesitate to send me an email. If you're too shy to publicly ask me by commenting on the video, you could shoot me an email. All my social media information and my email information there in the description box down below. Alright guys, so I'll definitely catch you in the next video. And remember to hit me up on social media, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.